So this video is gonna piss off a lot of people, especially with how close after Ace Frehley's death I'm doing it. But because Sly slightly annoyed me, and I know I slightly annoyed him by insisting that Ace Frehley was in no way, shape, or form top 15 guitarists of all time, I had to make this video. I had to. I was like looking for a serious video that was easy to do, that I hadn't done, like, because I haven't done a serious video in a long time. So, this is that serious video. Okay, go ahead and just bring that up on the screen for me, Chris. Start acting like fucking Chris Lynch just here, be like, yeah, just put that up on the screen for me, Chris, if you could. So we're gonna get to what I'm gonna put up on the screen here in a second, but oh yeah. Rolling Stone. We're gonna see where Rolling Stone put him on the list. Not that that's a reliable source of any type of information, but it'll help support my point here. If he's not on the list at all, it'll definitely help support my point here. Because let's be honest, Rolling Stone has no clue what they're talking about with this. Oh, I typed in the wrong thing. Don't do that. So let's look this up. Okay, let's click the link. Good job, Chris. Yeah, it's Chris Lynch. He works for me. He's omnipotent. He's everywhere at the same time. All right, let's just go see here. So it's not show. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's just Control F and type Ace. Excuse me. No. Not space. It's literally just giving me words. He's not on the list. Ace Frehley's not on the list. He's not on the list, y'all. Oh wait, do I have to go to another page? No, he's just not on the list. They got people like fucking Eric Johnson on the list, which, let me be clear. Eric Johnson is one of the greatest jazz guitarists of all time. He really should be higher on the list, but yeah, so Sly, your argument does not stand, okay? Make sure my tabs are appropriate here. If I could type in Ace here, right? And I go, starting at number 1, you see space. It's highlighting fragments of words for the most part. It says Ace right there. Masterminded the Ace, as in talking about like someone's really good at some shit. Whatever the fuck. Pace, space, embraced, places, surface, place. And then all the way down here, it's his obituary. So not even the Rolling Stone, which was dick riding so many people in said list. Oh, wait, let me see, hold on. What if I do this? I didn't realize there was different pages to this shit. Shit, we big YouTuber now. So I got control. They make this shit hard intentionally. Let me see. If it doesn't pop up with anything that just says Ace Frehley, I'm gonna literally start running around the room dancing. So let's Control F again. No. Dimebag Darrell should be way higher than 131 just because of how much he changed the whole purpose of metal music and the way that the sound was. It's not. I don't want to hear about Ace Frehley's death. Thank you, sir. Kerry King should not be higher than Dimebag Darrell. That is a fucking travesty. That's a war crime. That's like the fucking breakup of Yugoslavia right there. Is he really not on the list? He can't be above people like Joe Satriani. There's no way. He just can't. He's not that innovative. Is that? No way. Oh, it's not. I was getting Mick whatever the fuck from Slipknot. I was like, they put fucking whatever his name is from Slipknot. Yeah, he's not on the list, y'all. Ace Frehley, not on the list. I'm almost convinced now, because there's no way he's above any of these people. He's not in the top 50 as far as they're concerned. He can't be above a Tom Morello. Tom Morello shouldn't even be at the list, at the level of the list. So he's not on the list. Ace Frehley is not on the list that Rolling Stone put out. The extremely blasphemous, trash list. He's not on there. So I just had to, do this just to stun on Sly and explain, listen, if your stage performance classified you as a good guitarist, in my opinion, Slipknot's stage performance is like light years ahead. It's like Kiss walks so Slipknot could run, in a way. And the judge could never take me alive. So yeah, I just had to do this to stun on Sly. R.I.P. Ace Frehley. This is no disrespect. In fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a live demonstration of like the difference between Kiss guitar and why it's not that innovative and something more innovative like what Dimebag Darrell was doing. Because we all know when like you have to acknowledge Dimebag Darrell, Slipknot, you have to acknowledge, like, even, like, one-hit wonder bands like Prong. Like, Prong is blamed for, like, you are the problem. You are why everyone is doing the same sound in guitar right now. So, I just felt like I had to stun on Sly and do this shit. I don't even think I'm gonna chop this up. Oh, man, let's go. Post-nasal drip and everything. Alcohol and speed fueled. Fueled by speed and PCP. So here's a good example of the Kiss type sound. First off, we gotta turn the distortion way down. Now, I don't know any Kiss, but I'm just like, I'm going off baseline shit that I've heard from them, right? Like, just trying to, like, freehand it. It's that type of shit. It's, like, type of shit that you hear old 50-year-old men driving their fucking IROC Z's listening to, all right? Now, this is what, like, Dimebag Darrell was doing. There's like a different level of difficulty to where I'm even fucking up what the fuck I'm trying to do just because I'm freehanding it. You know what I'm saying? Like doing this. What? What the fuck is one? Certain way to play Walk. I'm trying to remember what it is where it involves bending. But I always learn to just Alright, like I said, I'm just going off of rough muscle memory. But it's shit that, like, it's harder to play. There's more shit involved with playing. Like, you have to be a higher skill level to play that than you do to just, you know, play fucking slow power chords like. They weren't even doing nothing in drop D or anything like that. And I know I'm a little out of tune, so please don't leave that in the comments. But still, my point being is that he's not this revolutionary. I get it, like their stage show, you could say their stage show was revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? You could say they stage show was revolutionary, Sly. I won't get mad at you for saying that. But as a guitarist, see, this is the thing about you, Sly. You don't play guitar. I don't think you play guitar, at least. But anyone who plays guitar is gonna hear you say something about Ace Frehley being in the top 15 guitarists of all time, and gonna immediately go, that's like saying Sid Vicious is the top 15 bassist of all time. Just because of the influence he had on punk music. Not mentioning that basically most of his bass tracks were recorded by somebody else. Sid Vicious, for those of you who don't know, was not a very good bassist. But he was an icon. He influenced a whole wave of shit. It just so happened, like, it was 99% of the Sex Pistols, 1% him. Like, he did 1% of the work. You know, like, there's a lot of, especially in, like, the older generations of people who did music, the older generations of people who did, like, all forms of entertainment. You even hear this with, like, pro wrestlers, where I heard someone talk about pro wrestling the other day, and it was like, see, our generation wants to do, like, the least amount possible. Like, when we would go in the ring. Just do the least amount possible and get over doing it. You're now listening to A-Rap music. And nowadays, it's like, wrestlers get criticized for doing way too much shit that doesn't need to be done. But, and just to finish that point up, I think it was best when, like, the way ECW did it was right, because you had high spots, but they weren't like, it wasn't like what AEW's doing. What AEW's doing just like makes no sense. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And it's all that. Like, they don't have guys like the Sandman who literally come out there and can barely throw a fucking vertical suplex. You know what I'm saying? That was what made ECW cool in a way. It was like half the dudes were like super technical, super, you know, spot fest. This guy like was super crazy. But then like half the dudes were like New Jack. They were just gonna come out and hit you with a fucking keyboard or some other blunt object because they couldn't really do much else. And then you had guys who were like in the middle where like you wouldn't think they were very good technical wrestlers. Like guys like Boss Mahoney, who are extremely good technical wrestlers, but just preferred to do that shit where they come out here with some type of weapon and hit you with. It's the same thing with shit like Ace Frehley. Like, Ace Frehley did not do anything to revolutionize the game. He took everything that Ozzy was doing. Like, when Ozzy died, I really had to say, I really got mad because someone was like, oh, you ain't got no respect for Ozzy. How the fuck am I going to have no respect for Ozzy when I play punk music? And the whole style of fucking chords that we use for punk wouldn't exist without Paranoid. That whole sound of doing fucking 16th notes, fast as hell, palm murdered, would not exist without Ozzy. Wouldn't exist. Wouldn't be a thing. So, and Randy Rhoads is is the guitarist that moved the culture forward. Tony Iommi is a guitarist that moved the culture forward. You know what I'm saying? Ace Frehley did not. Kiss as a whole moved the culture forward. Not Ace Frehley, though. Because it was like, the whole point of Kiss was the stage show. It was the whole point of it. They were playing the same shit that had been being played for the past 20 years. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do nothing to like move the fucking needle that far in terms of like the actual musical structure. And actually, Gene Simmons has been very heavily criticized for the simplicity of the way he plays bass. Like, if I were to put my Mount Rushmore of basses, Gene Simmons isn't on that. People you've never heard of are on that. Actually, R.I.P. Sam Rivers. He might be on that. He's low-key one of the nicest bassists that gets no credit. Gets no credit. So that's just something to think about, man. R.I.P. Sam Rivers, R.I.P. Ace Frehley, R.I.P. all that shit. But R.I.P. D'Angelo, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'd say Sam Rivers did more to move the culture forward with bass than Ace Frehley did with guitar. Well, if I light my guitar on fire, I do nothing musical about it. I go light the shit on fire. And that was an autistic dude who came up with that. He made a whole book about it called Eyes Wide Shut. I only know that because my mom read the shit with her book club. So, like, that wasn't even them doing that. That was some random autistic guy who used to work at NASA. I'm out this bitch.